Hey everyone, I'm Ryan with Real BC Adventures. Today we're going to be doing smoked salmon in the Bradley electric smoker. Okay, got the salmon out of the freezer. We got a coho here and we have 3 fillets of white springs. Some people also call them king salmon. One of these here is a marble. And yeah, I'm going to get these ready to roll for the brine. Okay, I'm going to make the brine now. So what I use for this recipe is kosher salt. It's 1/3 cup. I use brown sugar 1 cup and then 1 quart of water. And this is based off of approximately 5 pounds of salmon. So combine all of these. A lot of people do dry brines. I've always just done a wet brine. It's always worked for me, and I can create kind of the same consistent salmon. I let that all dissolve. I'm going to make 2 bowls of that because I have 4 fillets that we're going to be doing here. So I'm going to make another bowl of that and then cut up some fish. Alright, first fish we're going to be filleting, taking the skin off and deboning. Make sure you guys invest in a good pair of pin boning pliers. It makes a world of a difference, and also good knives help. So we're gonna debone this, fillet the skin off, and then chunk it up and put it in our wet brine. Okay, we got all the fish chopped up and then it's in the brine now. We're going to put it in the fridge overnight and then dry it for the smoker tomorrow. Okay, fish is in the fridge. We're going to leave it in here overnight. And then when we take it out in the morning, we are going to rinse it off and then start drying it before we smoke it. Okay, so we got our fish out of the fridge in the brine still. I've had this in for 12 hours, so now we are going to pour this out into a strainer, rinse it with cool water, and then put them on the smoker racks, and then put them in the garage underneath the fan to dry. So now we're going to pull all these guys out. We got the fish taken out of the brine. It was in there for approximately 12 hours. Now we have them all on a drying rack, and I'll show you how I set up my setup here. So we have a fan at the end of the table, and then we have the smoker racks elevated on solo cups. It actually works really well. You can double these up. Now the really important thing that a lot of people miss or rush through is the actual drying phase. So we put on a fan at a low speed here, and then what this does, this creates is what is called a pellicle, and it basically creates a sticky layer for the smoke to adhere to. So this is one step you don't want to rush. I usually give about 2 to 4 hours. I'll start a stopwatch and check on it every so often. And you'll know right away, like the fish becomes actually sticky. So don't rush this step. It will only help you in the end. Okay, we're back checking on the salmon. It's been 3 hours, and we're after a nice sticky layer called the pellicle. And like I said earlier, this is one of the most important steps that you don't want to rush, because if you do, and then you put your meat in the smoker, if you notice the meat to start bleeding, like a white bleed, then that's called albium, and that means you're heating the fish too quick, and it's going to actually dry out the fish more than it needs to be. So making sure that this is dried long enough and you have that nice protective pellicle layer on there, and then also when you put it in the smoker, gradually heating it and making the fish not bleed is the most important to get a good consistent smoked salmon. Okay, so we got the salmon ready to go into the smoker. I use the maple wood and I smoke it the whole time. The heat settings I use is I start out at 150 for probably the first hour so I can gradually bring the temperature up. I have the smoke on the whole time, and you do want to keep this vent open at the top, otherwise if you don't, that moisture gets trapped and it can actually wreck the electronics in your smoker here. So you make sure to remember that the bowl is full of water, and we're gonna throw some of these guys in here. Alright, got all the salmon in. I'm going to start a timer for 1 hour. I'm going to check on it because I do not want the heat to get too high and start bleeding right away. So we got to monitor that pretty closely. Okay, the first hour is up. We're going to take a look at things and how things are going on inside here. So as you can see, we have very, very minimal bleeding, which is really good. So we didn't crank the heat too quick. And things are looking really nice. So we're gonna turn the heat up just a tiny bit, and then we are gonna start basting in honey probably every half an hour to an hour or so. And we're also gonna turn up the temperature just to 150. We're gonna increase things a little bit to keep things moving along. Okay, we're at the 3 hour mark on the smoking. We're going to check some temperatures here. So we're getting about 110, 112 on those guys. And down here, 118, 19. So we're definitely getting close. So now we're going to pull out each rack actually, and we are going to baste it in honey. So I got some honey here on a basting brush, and then this also gives you a chance to wipe away any of that white albumin. And yeah. Okay, we're at the 8.5 hour mark. We're gonna take a look at how things are going in here. So things are coloring up nicely. We're gonna check some temperatures here. We are aiming for about 130. So right now, this guy's 123 maybe? Just under, yeah. And we go up a row. 120, so we're kind of hitting consistent numbers here. So we're getting really close. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna baste this once more, and then this will probably be the final one. So we're gonna take these out, get some honey on them, and then set the timer for half an hour, and we should be done after that. Okay, we're all done. We're starting to pull some fish out. We've hit the 10-hour mark, so everything looks really good. We basted it a couple times with honey. Now we're gonna stack it on this plate here, and then let everything cool off, and then vacuum seal everything up. So now let's try a piece here actually. So this is a piece of king salmon here. It's nice and flaky. Got a honey texture and flavor on it. Really happy with how that turned out. Okay guys, I'm going to quickly show you what I do for kind of packaging my smoked salmon. So I got a Cabela's vacuum sealer, got some Ziploc vac bags. I put about 6 to 10 pieces in each bag. That way I can take them out of the freezer for day trips. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out more videos to come.